So the new Dragon Ball game has been out for some time now, and boy, I was waiting to do a video on this game because this game is so special. Like, this is literally the sequel to what Tenkaichi 3 was, but obviously they brought that formula back in 2024, and they just made it so much better. Yeah, there's a lot that has to be said about this game because I know that this game was meant so much to a lot of people. Now, there will be spoilers in this video if anybody has not played the game yet but is wanting to play it. So just fair warning there. So yeah, let's just start talking about it. This game was so much fun to just see with how this whole entire build up was going. So literally I remember first seeing the trailer for this game back in 2023. And I just remember thinking, okay, this is going to be kind of interesting how they're going to do a Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Because, see, Budokai Tenkaichi 3 was last done in 2007, and it's been 17 years since we last saw a Budokai Tenkaichi game in the whole entire series. Yeah, we had Raging Blast, and we had Raging Blast 2, but a proper Tenkaichi sequel. And don't even get me started about Ultimate Tenkaichi, because we all know that game was not supposed to be the proper sequel to this Budokai Tenkaichi 3. And then, obviously we got to see trailers throughout this whole time. We saw the trailers with Goku and Vegeta. We saw trailers with Gohan and Piccolo, Saiyan Saga, Android Saga. Any trailer they had, basically, it was coming out to just kind of keep the hype moving along with this game. And I thought that was really such a smart move on Bandai for doing that. So, first off, I just have to go on and say, love the character roster in this game. Obviously, they're missing Chi-Chi, they're missing Super 17, they're missing Pikkon, but maybe there'll be future DLCs. But for the most part, character roster's pretty good. I mean, anybody you can think of from the Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Super or even Dragon Ball GT is here. Oddly enough, Dragon Ball it just only has Teen Goku, but seeing all these characters, it really does make you want to try each of them out. I tried out characters like Yajirobe, and I tried out characters like Goldo from the Ginyu Force and whatnot. I tried out some of the more not popular characters, and I even had fun playing as them as well. So I'm really happy that this game is like Budokai Tenkaichi 3's roster. I'm a little disappointed by the map selection, I ain't gonna lie, because I feel like there could have been a little bit more maps in this game. But it is cool, though, still having the option to switch, if you want to play in daytime or nighttime. And then, the World Tournament, playing with no crowd or crowd. And speaking of the World Tournament, I always get a kick out of it now whenever I use a special and my opponent dodges it, and the beam will go, in the crowd, and they all, vanish. I always thought that's always kind of neat, too, to see. These graphics are insanely good. I love the graphics so much. It's off Unreal Engine 5, but, seeing how, the backgrounds look more realistic, and then just seeing how Goku and Vegeta, for example, look more anime-like, it really makes them stand out more. I know some people may not be a fan of them, but I think those graphics are insane. And it almost makes it feel like you're watching the show when they're doing their specials and everything. And it gets all cinematic and everything. And it just makes it feel dang, this is literally Budokai Tenkaichi 4. So we got to see all that. Well, what about the story mode? Something cool is you get to control different characters. And this actually gave me Budokai 3 vibes. But you get to play with 8 different characters in this game. Obviously, in every story mode, it's basically Dragon Ball Z formula, rinse and repeat, Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Android Saga, Blue Saga, blah, blah, blah. Well, it does that here, too, and then obviously expands upon the Super as well, which is really cool. And then, not only that, but we also get to do the what-if battles. Now, what ifs are something I'm really big on with Dragon Ball, because it's always cool to just kind of make, see, what would have happened if something happened in the show that wasn't really intending on happening. I love how they handle the what ifs in this game. I love how they have it to where, what if Goku survived against Raditz? Or like, what if Goku went to fight Raditz with Piccolo? Or what if Vegeta went Super Saiyan on Namek? You know, I love those type of things. My favorite what if though is gonna be the Gohan Black saga. Now, this is really neat because this is Gohan's what if, and this is like, what if Gohan helped Trunks with the timeline and actually helped him fight against Gohan Black. I really think that was cool how they handled it as well. We also have custom stories, and basically these are stories that we get to play that are custom. What if like the Universe 6 Saiyans took on Universe 7 Saiyans, which is pretty cool to see. And then they even have an option to where you can make your own stories. And I love this option because this is something that was needed in Dragon Ball to make the games feel fresh and, you know, feel like you never ran out of stuff to do. See, we had this in WWE games where in WWE games we were able to create your own like stories, continue our own stories, you know, make our own type of what ifs. You know, it just really makes the game like stand out even more. I like how in this game there's some characters that are locked and you have to like actually go through like some of the story, or like that's what I did, was go through the story to get money to buy the characters in the shop. Or in some cases you have to like buy some characters clothing. Yeah, obviously in the story, like sometimes when you play the story you can unlock certain characters, and there's alternate ways to unlock characters, like going to like the tournaments and whatnot. But just seeing how you had to unlock everybody, and then once you unlocked everybody, it really felt cool. And then unlocking their outfits and whatnot, it almost gave me like the Super Smash Bros. Vibes, like when I used to play those games and I try to unlock like Mewtwo, for example, and Sonic. It's just so much fun because it just made it feel like you were playing the game for a better incentive, and that's kind of what I felt with this game as well. I do wish that the characters had more costumes, kind of like how in Budokai Tenkaichi 3, pretty much there were characters who had costumes from the show, or there were alternate costumes, just in general. But in this game, only characters like Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Gohan, like they're only those ones that really have costumes. Not every character has something, so I thought that was a little disappointing, not gonna lie. I definitely recommend Sparking Zero. This game is just amazing. I love it so much. Obviously, like I said, it has its flaws. It's not a perfect game by any means, but this game is literally a dream come true for a lot of Dragon Ball fans. Obviously the poster right there shows I'm a big Dragon Ball Z fan. I just love this game so much, and I've put too many hours in this game. But comment down below, what do you guys think of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero overall? And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.